Hi there, Mike Doe at Melco, part of the applications team, and in this video I'm going to show you how to put on your red wide angle driver. So with your machine you should have gotten a box that looks similar to this. What we're going to do is we're going to open it up. Try not to destroy this box. I'll show you why here in a minute, but you'll really want this box. So open this guy up. We're going to just take out this piece of cardboard on the top. And then next will be another piece of real nice high foam. And so as we look inside this box, we can see all the different pieces. These are the cap frames. This is the red wide angle driver and the support shaft over here. So when you're not using it, when you're sewing flats, this is a really good place to store all this. So I would keep this box and keep all the pieces of foam. Anyways, let's get started with this. The first thing that I'm going to do is we're going to take and remove from the box the red wide angle driver. I'm going to just set that down on my table here. And I'm also going to remove the red wide angle driver support shaft. So that's this guy here, okay? So we have those two pieces out. I can take and set my box with the cap frames in it down on the ground. Next, what I need to do is I need to remove the hook guard. So the hook guard is held on by two little thumb bolts or thumb screws. They use the 2 millimeters. So in your operator's kit, you'll have this set of Allen wrenches. It's real easy to identify. It's red like this. Pull out the second to the smallest is the 2. And if we look in at the machine, we've got a screw that is here and here. And so all I'm going to do is loosen these guys up, and then I can take and just slide the hook guard off. I'm going to just set the hook guard and the 2 millimeter back over here for a minute. I'll need to put that back on in a second, so I don't want to put everything away. The next thing I'm going to do is we need to remove the hoop arms for when we do flats. So I'm going to just take the largest, which is the 6 of our tool set, and I'm going to just take and lightly loosen up with using the Allen wrench, these screws. And what I like to do is you're only going to use one of them for hooking the red wide angle driver on there. I will take the outer one and put in the outer hole. So after I remove this guy, I'll just take the spare and just put it in there and just finger tighten it down. Put this guy down. You could take these hoop arms and you could put them back in the wide angle driver box so you don't lose them, the red wide angle driver box. So let's take off the other side here. And remember, when you're tightening these down, when you put the hoop arms back on, that you really don't want to tighten too much. These will actually, the little bolts will break off pretty easily. And so just make sure that you don't over tighten them. Really all you need is, once they're finger tight, you probably need to go about 1/8 of a turn tight with the Allen wrench, and that's about all you need to do. So once again, I'm going to take and put that guy in there, put my hoop arms out of the way, and now the next piece that I'm going to do, and I'm going to keep my 6 out because I'm going to need to tighten that on here in a minute. This is my support shaft for the red wide angle driver. I'm going to take and make sure that the bolts are fairly loose, and I'm going to slide that into, there's this T-nut channel down here, and this T-nut shaft is actually going to go down in there. So it's just going to slide on like so, and I'm going to press it until it stops. So there is a hard stop. So if you're wondering how far in do I do this, you push it until it stops, okay? The next thing you do is you take and tighten down your nuts, or the bolts here, and make sure that both of them, I got the front one. Let's do the back one. Okay, so that's really all there is to it. These do not need the Allen wrench to do it. You can use your hands to do that. And so the next piece is we'll grab the red wide angle driver here, and you'll notice that there's 2 holes. This will line up to our pantograph unit and bolt to that, just similar to how our hoop arms do it. So bring this over. One other thing is there's this hole here, and that's where the support shaft is going to go. Now, on the support shaft, we will want to take and put 1 drop of oil about every 3 months. Our maintenance will tell us to do that, to take and put that on. So make sure that you follow the oil procedures for that. So once we have it, we just bring it over, we slide it on, we line up that, and it pretty much pulls itself right into place. So once we have it there, we take those 2 screws that we left off, and we take and screw that on. And it is in the end board, the furthest hole on either side is where those holes line up. Okay? If there is adjustments needed on this, there's a separate video on YouTube that Chris did on how to adjust your cap driver for it. So once I have those on, I'm just going to give them an 1/8 of a turn to tighten them up, so nothing huge, right? So finger tight and about an 1/8 of a turn. And once I have that, I am good to go. So after I've put this on, the last thing that I want to do is take and re-put on the hook guard. So slide that guy on, and then just tighten those 2 screws down. On either side. And once I have that, I am ready to use the red wide-angle driver. I appreciate you watching the video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much and have a good day.